Okay, and hello. Oh dear. I just realized that I might be pushing the stream to a suboptimal server, but hopefully the internet here is good enough. I'm going to be doing a special Apache Spark code review since my friend asked me to take a look at PRs early. I'm going to just double check that the sound's working okay. No, I have my headphones backwards. This is going to be Spark and K8s. Oh, okay. Headphones are turned off, so I'm going to check my do. Is this working? This is maybe not working super great. Okay, it is working. It's just a little quiet. Okay, I'll try and talk more directly into the microphone, and hopefully that'll help. Okay, cool. I've got YouTube up, and I'll get Twitch up just in case that if anyone has questions, I can answer them in either place. So, like I said, we're looking at Spark code reviews today, and this is just because friend asked us to. Okay, that's not. There we go. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead. Switch into live. And yeah, we can go ahead and okay. Let's go find sparkprs.hubspot.com. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hit that on both of them, and this just loads all of the current pull requests in Spark. I'm pretty sure they were Kubernetes PRs, so we'll just go ahead and look at the Kubernetes PRs. And I know that they were both okay, yeah, this is the backport PR. And it looks like the other PR that he wanted me to look at is maybe gone. I'm not super sure. We're not doing the Kerberos one. This is just the backport PR. If it's just the backport PR, then this is going to be super fast. But we can talk through the process of backporting and why it matters. Okay, and so we've got GitHub handle here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look for the other PRs. So author. Okay. And so the 9 closed PRs, we can see this one, fixing flakiness of executor pods, was closed 5 days ago. So this was something that we'd blocked on because we didn't want to merge something that was going to have flaky test issues into the 2.4 branch, because flaky tests can really slow down the release process. And so that's good. And we can see here, this is a backport. Yeah, we can see the flaky test failures. And yeah, okay, it fails Spark unit tests right now though, which means that it's not ready to merge, unfortunately. Jenkins, okay to test. So let's go ahead though and dive into which of the Spark unit tests it's failing, because that makes a big difference. Oh god, I don't know what buttons I pressed, but I got out of, okay, there we go. Sorry, I got the chat back. So let's go ahead and, oh sorry, I didn't need to say okay to test. Sorry, what I needed to say is Jenkins, retest this, please. And then Jenkins will refire the test. The other one is we could also like just push something to it. That being said, the 3 test failures here are unrelated, right? The Python for each writer suit is not related to this PR. However, let's go take a look at this one. Yeah, that one's still failing. And let's go ahead and So the Kubernetes integration tests are succeeding, and that's good, because those are the ones that matter the most for this. But why did it stop? I guess my Twitch broadcast stopped, because software is hard. I don't know. There we go. I fixed it. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, so let's go take a look at these tests and see what their deal is in the 2.4 branch, because we can look at the test history. Okay, well, I mean, this is probably unrelated, but I want to look at the Spark pull request builder. These are all red. That's not great. Test result analyzer. That's gonna take a while, maybe. Okay. Yeah, so it's the same test that failed before, and yeah. Okay. So this one though, so this fixes flaky tests, but they're different flaky tests, right? And we can see why. Oh wait, no. Okay, maybe this is. Sorry, this is a backport. Except this is 22415. Is this one merged? It is merged. Okay, fixing flakiness of executors and pod tests. Let's scroll down to the bottom and take a look. And so it's committer said a day ago they were going to merge this to master and branch 2.4. And so the open question is, has this actually been merged to branch 2.4? So git branch. Sorry. Git checkout master. Git checkout branch 2.4. Git pull Apache. Yeah, it should actually automatically do the right thing. Okay, so then we're going to do git log, and then we're going to go ahead and looks for fixing. Okay, so this is merged as of September 18th. So okay, this was merged into the 2.4 branch, so that's good. But no, the test result analyzer is not having a happy day. Okay, let's just go ahead and go just. It's the Spark pull request builder. Well, there is the Spark master in the 2.4 branch. I think Spark. Spark packaging, Spark QA compile, Spark QA test, branch dash 2.4. Okay. That's not great. We use Maven Hadoop as sort of the build of record. Test Maven Hadoop 2.6. Okay. And let's go ahead. Let's take a look. Oh, git log. I'm curious as to these tests failing, the ones that we're seeing fail, because, oh damn it, I closed it again because I just keep doing that to myself. Okay. So, here's the deal. Python for each writer suite. Well, let's search for Python. No, I'm not seeing anything that looks like it would fix this. Okay, let's go take a look at the Python for each writer suite code. Python for each writer suite dot Scala. And it's failing. Iterator blocks when no data available. Okay. Iterator blocks when no data available. I am curious here. We can run this test locally on the branch and see if it's failing if I run the test locally, because that would be a good. Let's do a git log-p though and see if anyone's touched anything in Python recently here. Okay, yeah, so Python for each writer suite was touched inside. Okay, so this was also fixed. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's good. So while there are 3 failing tests, they have been since fixed and are unrelated. The 3 failing tests reported in Jenkins were fixed and and are unrelated to this change. So that's good. Okay, cool. So I'm glad that issue is fixed. That's fine. We can sort of unblock on this. That being said, though, let's go take a look at this change. So this is a backport of a PR, and what that means is that this PR has already made it into the master branch of Spark. But since we're in the middle of making a release, it's more common to have backports during this time, and that's just, this adds new functionality. Normally you backport fixes, but during the release process, sometimes you might backport other things. Still really need to pay GitHub. But because this sort of backports it to give Kubernetes parity with Yarn, I think it makes sense to backport, especially because RC1 isn't really going anywhere right now. So, and we're early in the release cycle. Later in the release cycle, we tend to be a little bit more conservative about things that we backport because we don't want to break anything. But given that this is giving us parity between the cluster managers, I think it's a feature worthy of backport. And other people had agreed on the original PR. And so this looks pretty reasonable. What this does, and I'm really excited about this PR itself, is it allows people to tell the Python executors how much memory they have and have that added automatically. So this is pretty exciting. Yeah. And everything here looks reasonable to me. I'm getting a bunch of people messaging me on my work account, which is a little weird. But this looks all very reasonable. Yeah, so one of the nice things here is we now start copying these test directories over. And this is really nice because we actually have integration tests, which is really good because, you know, actually being able to have integration tests is super important. These are all sort of unit tests. I mean, they're also important to do for sure. Right. Oh, actually, no, sorry. This is the integration suite, is it? Does that make sense as an integration suite? Oh, yeah, okay. It actually does start up a driver pod, get the container, get resource, get request memory. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah. Oh, Yeah. Yeah, this looks reasonable. And yeah. This is also, yeah, Python test suite. Make sure that we can run something, and I think down, if we look here, yeah, worker memory check.py is the job that we submit, And this job more or less asserts that the worker memory is set to whatever we tell it should be getting. And so this looks good. I do kind of want to link it to the other PR just so that we can, if anything goes wrong, other people can find it more easily. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to find that PR really quickly. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's the GitHub link. Oh, is this? Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll go down here. We'll say, for future reference, the original PR is at this link here. Oh, right, and I should talk about why this is a separate backport PR. And so when I merged this PR initially, not too long ago, I think I merged this one. I'm 80% sure I did. It was good, and I merged it to 3, and I said I thought we should consider it for a backport. Felix agreed with me, but I didn't immediately backport it, and that's while our merge tool supports backporting for us. So if we know we want to put a PR in multiple branches, we can just give it the branches that we want to put it in. Because this patch didn't apply cleanly against the 2.4 branch, I asked the author to make a separate backport PR. We can fix it sort of in the merge script as we go, but then we don't have the Jenkins runs that we did here, and that's not great, because I'm glad that that they ran, even though they show these 3 test failures. We know that that they're unrelated. Oh, interesting. This fails to build. What the hell is going on? Let's go take a look. Huh. This is very likely unrelated. What the hell? Like, we don't do anything here. Yeah, core dumps are turned off because it'd be a good way to run out of memory. Sorry, not memory, disk space. Yeah. That's weird. I want this to at least build quickly. That build failure seems to be a host issue, but let's kick off a retest quickly. Anyways, Jenkins, retest this, please. So that's not great, but normally when that happens, that's happening on a few different machines. Or sorry, not a few different machines, like a few different workers. Oh, hey, Studio Fortress. So the fact that we got this, like, this frame failure, like a fatal error has been detected inside. Yeah, that's true. If a build fails, just rebuild. Especially if a build fails because your JVM crashed during building. There's a good chance that's not you, but I do want to take a look at this, right? That's not a, that's not really reassuring, I guess. I think I have SSH access to this machine, but I don't know which worker it is. Does it tell me which worker it ran on? Okay, AmpLab Jenkins worker 06. Okay. Cool. So we can see it's got some other builds happening at the same time. Oh, a 10% test failure rate for 10 months sounds, or 9 months sounds really, really sad. I'm a little bit concerned about this build host though. I want to see what's, no, that's not what I want. I want to see what's going on with it. Wait, why is it just, no. Oh, I just clicked on the project 3 times. Don't actually want the project, I want the build information. So let's go here, go into console output. Oh, looks fine. It didn't have that JVM crash issue. That's super weird. Console output. Okay, cool. No JVM crash issue. Okay. Well, I think I put the keys to this on this. So let's give it a shot. SSH. Amp lab? Nope. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's Jenkins? No Jenkins. Okay. I'm not super, damn it, I don't remember, I don't even remember the host names. What happens if I try and do this? I can, I know I have access to these machines, I just don't actually remember where they are, which is not good. Let's say yes. Nope. That's not it. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to debug it that way. Let's take a look at the build history, though. Yeah, we see a lot of failures here. So, let's go take a look at the other builds on this host and see if any of them exhibit the same behavior. Console output, I mean, no, this is running just fine. Console output, yeah, this is also running just fine. Okay, console output, I mean, this had a bunch of test failures, but it didn't have that JVM issue that we saw. I'm not seeing that JVM issue come up really anywhere else. What does the, like, okay. Does this have any information? Closed, not an issue. Okay, maybe they'll say why it's not an issue if I scroll down a bunch. Oh. I don't think we're running the 2.6 kernel on these machines. I'd be surprised. But it is possible that it's just an old kernel version and a register got corrupted. Kind of weird. If that's the case, the rebuild should be fine. It's not kicking off the rebuild. Let's say Jenkins retest this, please. Okay. could log in, but this wouldn't really tell me anything useful if I logged into it, would it? Oh, okay, this is running CentOS. Huh. That's weird, because I know we were trying to migrate to Ubuntu. Let's go take a look at the other Spark pull request builder builds and see if they are also running inside of CentOS, or if they're running on somewhere else. Okay, here's one that succeeded. So let's go ahead with this. Okay. And we're going to go console output. And we're going to go full log. Okay, no, it is. It's running on CentOS. Okay. Okay. That's super. Wait, what? Okay, testing. Wait, what? Wait, what the? Make Spark distribution unified. That test passed. Okay, sure. It's a packaging test. Okay, Spark QA is the one who gives us the main thing. Okay, and so 1 minute and 22 seconds ago, sure. So we're going to jump into console output. Okay, so we're back in the part where it's building the HTML. This is, I think, I want to say we're building the R documentation right now. That's weird. Okay. So let's go take a look. Okay, we're gonna run Scala style checks. Reasonable. Where did the other one fail? Let's go. This was the one that failed, right? Okay, and so it failed running build tests. So it fetched Zinc and Maven, and it got to build Spark with Hive 121. And then, so I kind of just want it to make sure that we can get past that point. If we can't, I don't think it would be related to the pull request, but I definitely want to bring that to people's attention. And that's just, you know, joys of software. This has had a passing build, right? Yeah. It's Kubernetes integration test succeeded. Oh yeah, no. The Spark failures were the 3 that got fixed in the branch, so that's fine. Python style checks take a while. We actually updated the Python style checker, so that's could give us an issue, but hopefully not. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't super know. Oh, someone had this come up in the Spark issue. No, Josh ran into this. This was a while back. Okay. I am actually super curious about this. So this is a comment on a pull request. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into Josh's debugging of this problem last time, because maybe maybe he knows what's going on. Yeah, okay, so last time they just said, that's weird, and essentially poked it again, and then it was fine. So, okay, let's go see if we got past that. Okay, so we're gonna, the moment of truth will be upon us shortly. We're gonna see if it even starts to build. Right now it's fetching Zinc and Scala. It's kind of weird that we always fetch from the web. I think we'd cache that locally, but I guess it's probably not all that long to download them anyways, so I can see why we didn't bother caching. Okay. So, was it the Maven validate stage where it failed? Yeah. No, it's after that. So it'll go through the Maven validations up to Hadoop 3.1. And after, okay, so it's doing 3.1. After it does 3.1, we'll get to see if this thing is going to work or not. I mean, this is a good point. I can go through my, that's a different slide deck. That's another slide deck, and this is my intro-outro slide deck. So since we got a little bit of time while we wait for Jenkins, this is Holden and Boo's super fun live stream. Since I'm at a remote office today, I don't have Boo with me. I'm not working from home. I mean, I have Boo with me, but she's in my backpack, nice and safe. Today we're doing an Apache Spark code review. It's sort of just a one-off. Normally I do these on Friday, but a friend asked me to take a look at PRs early, and I also need him to look at one of my PRs early, so figured I'd do that. I'm Holden. My preferred pronouns are she or her, and I am a developer advocate at Google. I'm on the Spark PMC. I contribute to Beam and a lot of others. And I've previously been at a bunch of other companies. This is indeed my second time at Google. I have 2 books. I think they're cool. You should buy them and read them. If not, that's totally fine too. Code review live streams, which is what you're watching, are on Twitch and YouTube. And I have some other Spark videos that are not live streams. They're talks, and you can go check that out. If you have feedback about the live stream or any of my talks, I have this general feedback link. And you can leave me feedback anonymously if you so choose. Okay, so hopefully, oh yeah, I'm also trans, queer, Canadian, and American on a work visa and part of the leather community. So with that, I'm really hoping, okay, cool. So yeah, this looks fine. I'm gonna double check that that is the right build. It's 96304. Okay, yeah. So that looks great. Everything looks fine. We can go ahead and merge this PR. If we were like super cautious, we'd probably wait for Jenkins to finish. But given that the last time it failed, the only ones that failed were the 3 which were a known issue, I think it's okay. And if I'm wrong, people can tell me later. Ooh, it's not spam. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm actually, sorry, on my remote machine there. Okay, so git branch, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the master branch. And that's just because our merge scripts get updated periodically. Not very often, but it's always good to use the latest one. Oh, cool. I was running out of space, so I deleted a bunch of virtual environments, which, oh wait, Python, which Python? Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly reset my path to this. Just my mini conda doesn't have url2 installed because it's a Python 3 mini conda, I think. There we go. So we should probably modernize that thing to use the requests library, since Python 2 is getting deprecated anyways. This is the pull request I'd like to merge. Target is branch 2.4. And then we say yes. And Okay, what does it say? Okay, yeah. So this is the author. We confirmed that, like, yeah, this is the primary author. Sometimes you have a few different people collaborating, and then you enter the primary author here. So we'll go ahead and we'll say yes. And we'll go ahead and say that, like, yep, that looks fine. Push to Apache. And then it asks me for my ASF username. Enter Holden. It asks me for my password, and then I try and remember it. Did that work? Oh, cool. And we put it in 2.4, and here's the part where if we were merging this to master, we could say yes and put this in another branch. I mean, I could do this here from 2.4 too. I could try and backport it to 2.3, but that doesn't make sense because this depends on things which are in 2.4 only, so we're going to go ahead and say no. And this part I don't think will work, but let's go ahead and get the Jira. So we're going to go in here, we're going to go ahead, get this Jira, and then we're going to go ahead, I'm going to log in here as well, and we don't actually want to update the Jira, so we're going to say no. We're going to see if that is my username and password. Hey, look, it is. Okay, cool. And we're going to go ahead and we'll update this to say that it is also in 2.4. And that's great. Okay. And so with that, we're done. This is merged, and it's backported to 2.4. Okay. Thank you all for joining me. It's been a fun little mini live stream. If you want to join me later on this week, youtube.com, user Holden Caro. I will be doing a live stream Friday morning at 9 a.m. and that's just my regular Spark code reviews, and we'll just look at whatever's happening at the time. So thank you all for joining me. Hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you all around. Safe travels. Oh, actually, before I go, if anyone is at Strange Loop or Spark Summit or Reversum in Tel Aviv, I would love to catch up with y'all. I'll be at those conferences over the next few days. So, not a few days, a few weeks. My travel schedule is busy, but not that busy.